My name is Michele. I'm the Global Marketing Director at a leading low-volume manufacturing and prototyping company in southern China. I've been working in marketing in China for the last 10 years, and I held positions in management for the last 5 at a number of various companies from all over the world. Over the years, I had the chance to lead a very diverse and multicultural workforce coming from places such as the US, China, of course, India, France, Canada, UK, you name it, really. Leading a diverse and multicultural workforce can be tricky. There's a few pitfalls you can fall into. And today I'd like to share with you a few tips on how to avoid that. And in fact, how to lead a team, diverse team effectively and reach your goals as a leader. Specifically, I want to talk about 4 topics, 4 points. The first is having clear values. The second one is providing and receiving valuable feedback effectively. The third one is avoiding picking favorites. And last but not least is being curious about our cultures. So let's just dive right into it. The first thing that I want to talk about is having clear values. Having clear values is incredibly important as a manager, and even more so as a manager of a diverse workforce. What is important to you may not be important for people coming from a different culture. For example, I value people who are honest and straightforward when providing feedback and voicing their opinions, but in other cultures, it may be forbidden. Simply a team member is not expected to say anything bad about what their boss is doing. As a manager, you need to anticipate this. You need to know this is going to happen. So how do you solve this? Well, one solution is to be clear with your team members and tell them exactly what you expect. So for me, I value people, as I mentioned, who are open and straightforward. I value honesty. I value people who are accountable and who are willing to learn and grow more and more. I make sure to tell people as soon as they start. I make sure that they understand what is expected of them. This way, you avoid creating more problems down the road. The second point is related to the first one. You have told your team members what you value. Now it's time for you to receive feedback and understand what they think about it. I suggest that you be straightforward and you ask them, what do you think about my management style? Would you like me to be more direct? Would you like me to give you more time to experiment and do stuff by yourself? Certain people will react differently, but I'm pretty sure that each one of them will value the fact that you have asked for feedback. I suggest you do this during your one-on-ones, and I think this will be very beneficial to your team. My third tip is do not pick favorites based on cultural background. Do not pick favorites in general, but although it is easier to connect with somebody from a very similar cultural background, for example, if you're Italian, it may be easier for you to connect with another Italian person or perhaps a Westerner in general. But this will create problems. Although it is harder to connect with people coming from a more different background, you need to force yourself to treat everybody the same. People will notice if you pick favorites, and that will break your team apart. Do not pick favorites. Last but not least, I invite you to be curious about other cultures, especially cultures that are not as famous as some of the bigger ones. They're not as often portrayed on movies or TV shows and so on. Do ask about holidays, do ask about their traditions, do ask about their language, food, anything really. This will make people feel more important and will create a stronger bond. It will make everybody feel equal within the team. Do not neglect to do that. So, thank you very much for listening. I hope this helped you, and talk more soon. Bye-bye.